So if you're watching all of these, like binge watching every single one of these, I bet you're pretty sick of me at this point. Welcome to my life. Greetings, gamers across the globe. This is G942, and welcome to another exciting episode of the G942 Hunger Games. In this case, we are still doing a WWE mini-series. The last two episodes were the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era, so if you're following along at home, as you can plainly read, this is Tag Team and Stables. Think of the great tag teams I didn't include in this list. The Fabulous Freebirds, Four Horsemen, people like that. Well, as you play until they're not in there. But what is in here is still some pretty good teams from across not only WWE, but as you can see by the Broken Hardys and both versions of the NWO, across other pieces of wrestling history. Pretty recent history, but history nevertheless. Let's get underway. For District 1, we have D-Generation X, the team of The Game, Triple H, and the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And Evolution, which also has Triple H, but also includes Batista, Randy Orton, like a blue baby Randy Orton, and Ric Flair. From District 2, we have The Shield, consisting of Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, and returning champion Roman Reigns. If he wins this, I swear to God. And the Brothers of Destruction. From District 3, we have Team Extreme. Ah, crap, I didn't read who's in them. It's Undertaker and Kane, you can see it. You have eyes. From District 3, we have Team Extreme, which consists of Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, and Lita. And the Dudley Boys, which is Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley. From District 4, we have the Mega Powers, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, and Miss Elizabeth. And the Road Warriors, consisting of Hawk and Animal. Okay, so Hawk and Animal. Keep that in mind. It's Hawk and Animal. From District 5, we have Rated RKO featuring Randy Orton again and Edge, and The Brood featuring Gangrel, Christian, and Edge. Oh yeah, it's one of those videos. From District 6, we have The Corporation and The Ministry, both members featuring Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon, Triple H, The Rock, Ken Shamrock, The Big Boss Man, Shawn Michaels, Sergeant Slaughter, it's Gerald Briscoe, Pat Patterson, The Big Show, Chyna, and Kane. Now for the Ministry, which consists of Bollocks on a Rooftop. How many members do you have? Members: The Undertaker, Paul Bearer, Bradshaw, Farouk, Mideon, Viscera, and The Brood. Yikes. Oh, but The Brood? But, yeah. That's a lot of members on both teams. Now, there's a special stipulation I'm putting in place. The Corporation, if they win, they bring the Ministry with them. They fuse into the corporate ministry. If the Ministry wins, they remain the Ministry. Okay? So if the Corporation wins, the 25th episode will have the corporate mystery. Mystery? The corporate mystery, yes. The corporate ministry. So in District 7, we have The New Day, Big E Langston, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods, and Legacy, which is Randy Orton, again, Ted DiBiase Jr. and Cody Rhodes. In District 8, we have the Wyatt family, which is Bray Wyatt, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman, and the Broken Hardys, which consists of Jeff Hardy as Brother Nero and Matt Hardy as Broken Matt Hardy. In District 9, we have the Rock and Sock Connection and Team Hell No. In District 10, we have Straight Edge Society and Crime Time. In District 11, we have the Hart Foundation and the Rockers. I haven't been reading the members. Crap. Rock and Sock Connection, The Rock, and McFoley. Team Hell No, Kane, and Daniel Bryan. Again. I should have had more individuality. Straight Society is CM Punk, Joey Mercury, Luke Gallows, and Gallows' her name, I don't remember. And Crime Time is Shad Gaspard and JTG. It's Crime Time. I'm so white it hurts. The Hart Foundation is Bret Hart and Jim the Anvil Neidhart. And the Rockers is Shawn Michaels, again, and Marty Jannetty. And finally, District 12, we have the New World Order and the NWO Wolfpack, and I'm not even gonna bother. Do you know how many people were in the NWO Silver and Black? No. Okay, so I have a 10-minute limit on these things, man. I'm gonna spend like 7 hours talking about the NWO, no matter how much I want to, which I do. As a tribute, stand on their podiums, the horn sounds. It's time for a bloodbath. Blood will rain from the heavens and crumble up from the earth. Blood for Corn, the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne. More references. Milk for the Cornflakes. Let's just keep going. The Brood run away from the cornucopia. Oh, come on, guys. You're vampires. Oh, wait. They're vampires. They can't be out during sunlight. Right. Whoops. And the Broken Parties. I'm not going to shout that every time, I swear. Run away from the cornucopia. The Rockers run away from the cornucopia. The Dudley Boys grab swords. The Heart Foundation grab a handful of throwing knives. Well, considering one of you is literally called Hitman, I'm going to guess that's going to be pretty sweet. And the Brothers of Destruction run away from the cornucopia. Come on, you're the Undertaker and Kane. You could probably 10 out of 10, like 7 of these teams at once. Except for the Shield. Undertaker didn't beat the Shield. The Shield and DX fight for a bag. The Shield give up and retreat. The Arkansas Connection takes spears from inside the cornucopia. Mr. Sacco's getting a friend. It's Mr. Stabby. The White family clutches some first aid kits and run away. The Straight Society run away. The NWO grabs swords. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of metal. Who authorized spending that much money on metal? Honestly. Crime Time run away from the cornucopia. The Wolfpack takes some spears. Legacy runs away from the cornucopia. The Mega Power snatch a bottle of alcohol and a rag. The Corporation and Team Hell No fight for a bag. Team Hell No gives up and retreats. The Road Warrior runs away from the cornucopia. Road Warriors run away from the cornucopia. Sorry, Hawk, an animal. Radar KO, which you some tridents inside the cornucopia. The New Day finds a bag of explosives. It's a new day. Yes, it. Oh wait, I just realized something. Legacy's theme song is "It's a New Day." The New Day say "It's a New Day" at the beginning of their theme song. Ted DiBiase Jr., secret lead member of the New Day. You make the call. The Ministry of Darkness run away from the cornucopia, as does Evolution, and Team Extreme takes spears. A lot of spears, but Edge didn't get a spear. He got a trident. There's a difference. One stabs, and the other one stabs really hard. The Rockers beg for the Straight Society to kill them, but they refuse, keeping Shawn Michaels alive. Marty Jannetty, no one remembers him enough to even care. Legacy sprains their ankle while their collective ankles. Wow. While running the Team Hell No. How do you sprain all of your ankles at once? That's like synchronized ankle snapping. That's rare. The Ministry, the Corporation, the Shield, and the Broken Hardys hunt for other tributes. Father Nero hunts for other tributes. He knew they'd come. The Arkansas Connection thinks about home. The NWO questions their sanity. Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, you can just get in line back there. We've had enough people question their sanity in this miniseries alone to last an entire Psyche Award. You can just get right back in there. Radar Care receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. DX tries to sleep for the entire day. Sean, man, that's just lazy. The Dudley Boys, I know it, boys. Don't ask. Begs for Evolution to kill them, but they refuse, keeping the Dudley Boys alive. The Wolfpack camouflage themselves in the bushes. The Mega Powers constructs a shack. So that Jamaican shack of Elizabeth. New Day stalks the Wyatt family. How do you do that? These guys are louder than most 60s clothing. Brothers of Destruction question their sanity. Okay, with Canon, I understand that, but Undertaker, in the line. Let's go. Team Extreme receives the hatchet from an unknown sponsor. The Road Warriors are pricked by thorns while pricking berries. I just said that so hard it hurts. Literally. It's painful. The Brood tries to sleep the entire day. They are vampires. Crime Time hunts for the tributes, and the Heart Foundation bleeds out due to untreated injuries. Well, of course. The bloody... Who are you? There's just a phantom district here. Hold on. No one died during the Bloodbath, right? Everyone's status. Nope, the only people dead are the Heart Foundation. I don't... Who are you? Okay. Steven hasn't been around a while. Yeah, that's his doing. The NWO defeat Team Extreme in a fight, but they spare their lives. You know, the NWO Black and Silver, they're nice people. Crime Time and the Wolfpack hold hands. That's very touching. The Rocket Sock Connection sets explosive off, killing the Rockers, the Dudley Boys, the Straight Society, and D-Generation X. Come on! So the Arkansas Connection killed Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels, Bubba Ray Dudley, Devon Dudley, CM Punk, Joey Mercury, Luke Gallows, who cares? And Shawn Michaels and Triple H, Shawn Michaels for the second time. Jesus. I thought Mick Foley could just take damage, but apparently he dishes it out extremes. And the Rock, doesn't matter what you think. The Shield questions their sanity. Get in the line. I'm gonna drive to Southtown Correctional Facility. You're waiting for some hard time, but it'll rehabilitate you, I swear to God. The corporation tends to raid RKO's wounds. The Ministry of Darkness screaming for help. Wussies. Evolution, the Brood, the Mega Powers, Team Hell No, and the Road Warriors sleep in shifts. Very effective, especially for the vampires, because they don't sleep. The Brothers of Destruction die from first. The Brothers of Destruction die from thirst. I swear to God, I'm going to beat these people to death with this already. And the Wyatt family, Legacy, the New Day, and the Broken Hearty sleep in shifts. Again, very effective. Crime Time, the World Warriors, Team Hell No, and Team Extreme hunt for the tributes. A lot of thes and a lot of teams. I guess that only makes sense. The Wyatt family begged for the New Day to kill them, but they refused keeping the Wyatt family alive. Bray, I thought you were supposed to be some sort of weird demon cult leader possessing Husky Harris. How you suck this bad, I swear to God. Radar Chaos scares the Mega Powers off. Swear. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's an allegory for Hulk Hogan being scared away from the WWE. For various reasons. I mean, there's Bubba the Love Sponge's wife. They would say the N-word over and over again. There was, denying he had a ball spot. I wanted to make an arson, murder, and jaywalking joke, but the third thing didn't come to me. Sue me. The Brood discovers a cave. The Rock and Sock Connection search for a water source. The corporation injures themselves. How? Did Gerald Briscoe feed you the best cake ever? That thing has more calories than a McDonald's Happy Meal. Swear to God. And it's technically not even a joke. Happy Meals are actually pretty sweet in calories. So, there's a little lesson for you. Legacy receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ted Sr. He has so much money, he can buy Florida. No one wants to buy Florida, though, so he just sold it right back. The Broken Hearties attack the Evolution, but they managed to escape. Good for them. The NWO make a slingshot. Like the Angry Bird style, they're gonna fire the... Are they gonna fire Kevin Nash at just people? Like, because, I mean, if I saw Kevin Nash flying towards my window, I'd be like, oh, God, and I'd be dead. And Kevin Nash would just be like, hey, man, you like death? And I'd figure out whether or not I like death. It's very annoying. The Shield go hunting for injustice. Believe in the Shield. The Wolfpack travels to higher ground. The Ministry of Darkness receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. That's the end of day 2. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Rockers, the Deadly Boys, the Strange Society, D-Generation X, and the Brothers of Destruction all have died. Tragedy, ain't it? Evolution, the Corporation, and the New Day discuss the games and what might happen in the morning. Here's a hint, copyright strikes. I'm using all these images. It's a sad day for me. The Shield and the NWO Wolfpack talked about the tribute still alive. Well, we got 3 Unicorn Saiyans, Mystic Man's Power Fantasy, Triple H's Power Fantasy, Vampires, a Demon, and a really enthusiastic indie wrestler, Street Hoods, and the Ministry of Darkness. So, I mean, that's a lot of very interesting tributes, a lot of very interesting gimmicks. The Brood and Team Hell No sleep in shifts. Does Gangrel even sleep? Rock and Sock Connection, Crime Time hold hands. The Ministry of Darkness and the Road Warriors huddle for warmth. There's a lot of warmth coming from the Ministry there. The Wyatt family tends to their wounds. Legacy goes to sleep. Team Extreme attempts to climb a tree, but falls to their death. I'm imagining that Jeff fell first, then Lita, then Matt fell and just made like a sandwich. Sandwich. It's brutal. The Mega Powers lose sense of where they are. Aaron RKO and the Broken Hearties tell stories about themselves to each other, and the NWO receives clean water from Eric Bischoff. The New Day sprains their ankle while running away from the Ministry of Darkness. The NWO sets the explosive off, killing Team Hell No. Oh, that's not good. Click! And, like, the Devil's Vera Demon himself just went, poof. And Daniel Bryan went, no! No! Boom! wasn't very climactic, was it? Sorry, D. Brian, you're not getting your WrestleMania 30 shot this time. The Wyatt family practices their archery. The Brood shoots arrows at the Mega Powers, but they miss and they kill the Corporation instead. The Corporation's dead. I came up with a whole stipulation, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if the corporate ministry went over, and the Corporation dies. Classic me. Legacy makes a slingshot. Rock and Sock Connection and the Broken Hardys fight the NWO Wolfpack and the Shield. Mick Foley, The Rock, Brother Nero, and Broken Matt Hardy survive, meaning that all these guys and returning champion Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose dead. Radar RKO chases Crime Time, and Evolution tends to the Road Warriors' wounds. Can go either way at this point, folks. 5 more cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Team Extreme, Team Hell No, the Corporation, the NWO Wolfpack, and the Shield are dead. Tragedy, ain't it? The NWO and the Broken Hardys hold hands. The Brood tends to their wounds. Crime Time starts a fire with that 40s because they check their rollies. It's crime time. I'm never going to get over that. Rock and Sock Connection, Legacy, and Evolution sleep in shifts. How's Randy Orton in 2 places at once? That's more time travel. The New Day tends to their wounds. The Wyatt family begs for the Road Warriors to kill them. Bray, I get that you're not getting the best bookings, but you're fighting Woken Matt Hardy. The least you could do is be awesome. They refuse. Radar RKO and the Ministry sleep in shifts, and the Mega Powers go to sleep. Okay? The Road Warriors attack the New Day, but the New Day manage to escape. The Ministry of Darkness kills Legacy with a sickle. A single sickle. They just pass it on the members. Just sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice for the Howard Power himself, Vince McMahon. Tragedy. It's a horrifying image. We censored it on television, though. Instead, there's an image of Steve Irwin, and with like a tagline that says, upcoming documentary, I was got bloody stung by a manta ray. It's classic stuff. Got an Oscar. The Mega Powers beg for Evolution to kill them, but they refuse, keeping the Mega Powers alive. The NWO constructs a shack. The Wyatt family and the Brood hunt for the tributes on Big Shack. Ray RKO and Crime Time work together for the day, and the Rock and Sock Connection scares the Broken Hardys off. Ooh. A monstrous hurricane wreaks havoc on the arena. The New Day and Radar RKO survive. Rock and Sock Connection is incapacitated by falling debris and die. The Ministry of Darkness tries to save Crime Time from being sucked into the hurricane, only to be sucked in as well. So the Ministry of Darkness and Crime Time are dead. The NWO stab Evolution, but then push them close enough to the hurricane to suck them in. Yikes. Pretty sure that's every... No, wait, Radar RKO survived, never mind. Broken Hardys are incapacitated by falling debris and dies. Oh no, Brother Nero! And Broken Matt Hardy. Wait, no, Broken Matt Hardy's cooler. Come back. Guys? Guys? Okay. The Wyatt family survive. The Brood tries to save the Road Warriors from being sucked in, only to be sucked in as well, and the Mega Powers are incapacitated by falling debris and they die. 9 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Legacy, the Rock and Sock Connection, the Ministry of Darkness, Crime Time, Evolution, the Broken Hardys, the Brood, the Road Warriors, and the Mega Powers. All dead. Yes. 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 Blood for the Blood God. Skulls for the Skull Throne. Milk for the cornflakes. Stinks. The New Day receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. The NWO destroys the Wyatt family supplies while they are asleep. The monsters. And Radar RKO cries himself to sleep. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs and tributes families. The New Day, Radar RKO, and the NWO get into a fight. The New Day triumphantly kills them both. Yikes! Don't mess with Kofi Kingston. That dude can do handstands just to get out of getting eliminated from the Royal Rumble. And my family cannot handle the circumstances and they commit suicide. The winners are the New Day. It's a new day! Yes, it is! And they are now the new winners of the G942 Hunger Games. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe. If you did not like the video, please tell me why in the comments below. As always, this is Greatness942, signing off. Next video, the females of wrestling. Ta-ra!